Hey, it's your buddy, J-Wro, Jason Andrew Wrobel. I'm the host of the J-Wro Show, bringing you another delicious vegan recipe and vibrant living tips for your mouth and your hips. And today I'm doing another delicious and easy kid-friendly recipe on the cookie side of the world. And you know, guarding the cookie jar can be tough, and especially in the middle of the night when you hear tiny little footsteps going down the stairs and the cookie jar opening and a hand going in. It's nice to have healthier options on hand when the kids get a cookie craving, or you get a cookie craving. I mean, when I get stressed out, I usually go for the sweets too. So today's Raw Blondies recipe is really easy to make, full of protein and selenium and vitamins and minerals and nutrients, and it's really easy to make. So let's jump in to our Raw Blondies cookies. What you are going to need first is a food processor to get the perfect consistency for the cookies. And the base for our cookies today is going to be Brazil nuts. And what I want you to do is add 2 cups right into your food processor bowl. Now we want to process the Brazil nuts first and get them into a nice, fine, slightly coarse mealy consistency. We don't want Brazil nut butter, and we also don't want big chunks. Somewhere in the middle is good. All right, that's looking great. So you can see what we've got, a nice fine consistency there. Not super, super, super small, just a little bit of chunkage. That's all we want, just a little bit of chunkage. Next, I want you to add a ½ cup of ground golden flax seeds. Next, I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of mineral-rich sea salt and a ¼ teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Next, I have a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Next, we're gonna be doing a double team combination of awesome coconut sweeteners. I have a ½ cup of coconut palm sugar and a ½ cup of coconut nectar. Yes, they come from the same tree. The difference is that this is the liquefied version and this is the sun-dried crystallized version. If you were to actually melt this down, this would look very similar to your coconut nectar. Now, texturally though, they have a very different effect, which is why we're adding both granulated coconut sugar and liquid coconut nectar. Now, next up, I'm gonna be adding a 1.5 tablespoons of my new Sunwarrior Classic Plus Vanilla Protein Powder. This is a completely raw, vegan protein, fully organic, made with amaranth, chia, quinoa, and brown rice. Great, highly assimilable protein profile. You can use this in ice creams, smoothies, porridges, oatmeals, or even cookies. Now go ahead and process your mixture for about 20 to 30 seconds until everything is well combined. All right, looking good. Now, you know when you're getting the right consistency, when it starts to ball up, when it starts to get a little bit chunky, and when you check the texture, you should be able to form it just like Play-Doh. So now that our dough is ready, what I'd like you to do is take your mixture and on a flat piece of parchment paper, go ahead and put your Raw Blondie mixture down. Now, the easiest way to do this is when you have your Blondie mixture down on your parchment paper, make sure that the sheet of parchment is long enough that you can actually fold it over. And then go ahead and take your rolling pin. I like this, this new school style that you actually use your palms. And then this is the great part to bring the kids in, right? Because they love this part where you can just roll it down, get the mixture nice and flat. And what you want to do is roll this out until it's about 1/4 inch, maybe at the most a ½ inch thickness. Whew, that's a lot of dough. It kind of looks like a Pac-Man ghost who chases after Pac-Man. Parents, that's for you. Kids, Google Pac-Man right now. Best video game of all time. But at this point, what I want you to do is grab your favorite cookie cutter. Just start wherever you want here. Okay, now all in all, if you roll it right and you repurpose the dough, you're gonna get about 10 to 12 Raw Blondie cookies out of this mix. Now here's my favorite part. We're gonna make smiley faces. So what I like to do is take some sugar-free chocolate chips and just start to make faces. And then what they end up looking like, after you put them in the fridge and let them set for maybe an hour-ish, you can tell because they'll firm up really nice, maybe 2 hours if you want them really firm. This is a batch I made before. They're not smiley faces, but maybe in an alien world they are smiley faces. So let's give our Raw Blondie cookies with our chocolate chips a try and see how they taste. Well, it tastes really good. These blondies are an awesome go-to recipe when it's literally Cookie Monster time. So guys, if you dug my Raw Blondie cookie recipe, give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below what's your all-time favorite go-to cookie when the craving strikes and the Cookie Monster comes out to play. So this is J-Wro, Jason Andrew Wrobel. I'm the host of the J-Wro Show here on YouTube, bringing you delicious vegan recipes and vibrant living tips for your mouth and your hips. I want to thank you guys so much for enjoying my kid-friendly Raw Blondie cookie recipe. I hope you enjoy it, and if you haven't done so already, please, what are you waiting for? There's nearly 30,000 people across the world that have subscribed here to the J-Wro Show, and you must do it for the universe to survive. Subscribe here for weekly recipe videos on Wednesdays and all kinds of great healthy living vlogs, and of course Sunwarrior, right? Because they got all kinds of great delicious products that I love and use every day, so subscribe to their channel too. And I'm out of here, boo. I'll catch you again with another delicious J-Wro-ified recipe real soon. Peaches. Like I said, I'd like to suggest that you get really funky, because if you go to a kitchen supply store, right, you can find usually sets of cookie cutters that have rainbows and unicorns and little piggy noses and